Level 2 of using this tool is to place important subject matter on the lines of the diamond guide, but ignore the horizontal line because it creates a particular kind of effect that I will show you later. I used lots of different composition ideas in order to create the diamond guide, and over the years I've studied lots of paintings by great artists. This is my version of the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. His version is possibly the most famous painting in the world, and this can make it difficult to view the piece clearly. Familiarity can create the illusion that we have seen something clearly, and it can stop us from investigating something further. For example, if you hear a piece of gossip about a friend who you've known for years, you won't bother investigating if it's true or not, because you have a fixed notion of who your friend is. The Mona Lisa is like that friend. We glance at this image at different stages of our lives, and when we become adults, we believe that we know the painting. This stops us from investigating it more closely, and it stops us from viewing it in another way. So that here is my version. Perhaps you might notice something you haven't seen before because it's new but familiar. Just as we analysed artwork using the rule of thirds, I'm going to do the same with the diamond guide. You know that these artists haven't used the diamond guide because it's something I created, but it's being created from multiple compositions that I've studied. These artists and many more, they are the foundation of the diamond guide. You will notice that the Mona Lisa has a strong central composition. It might have been enough to place her on the central line, but Da Vinci goes a step further. He has placed one of her eyes along the central line, and this has meant positioning her with one shoulder forward and one back. She turns to the viewer. This is the perfect position for her eye. It is the place where all of those lines intersect. The viewer's gaze will fall here when they look at this image. It will be a casual glance, and the Mona Lisa returns that casual glance. Because only one eye is in that dominant area, the composition makes it look as though she's looking at you, but in her mind, you're not her main focus. It's a great composition that is brilliant and subtle. The pose seems natural, she's central to the composition, but there is more happening than you first realise. I hope this has allowed you to see this piece in a new way, because the reason the Mona Lisa is famous is because it's brilliant. This is my version of a painting of Napoleon by Jacques-Louis David. He is an amazing artist whose fame is well deserved. I would recommend that you look at the work of other artists. Improving your knowledge of art history will improve your artistic abilities. When you look and analyse a great piece of art, it's like having a lesson from one of these great artists. And if you create your own version, it becomes a method of intense analysis. The lesson becomes more advanced. You will notice that David uses the same technique of placing one eye on the central line. It creates the illusion of a casual posture, although the image as a whole is quite dramatic. The main subject, Napoleon, is placed on the central line. This is the most dominant area of the composition, and therefore it makes sense to place the main subject in this area. David has used the objects in the room in a way that enhances the composition. Vertical objects are placed on the other two vertical lines, the clock on the right and the panel on the left. The table leg shaped like a lion is also on the left vertical line. Having one continuous object along that left vertical might have overwhelmed the composition. But having a broken line creates an effect, while also making the scene appear to be less staged. There is a strong focus on the long vertical lines, but Jacques-Louis David also complements those verticals with a collection of short horizontal lines. Tables, chairs, books, everything is used to create short horizontal lines to break up those long verticals. The composition is both strong, yet it contains areas of subtlety. Jacques-Louis David knew nothing of the diamond guide, but he understood what makes a great composition, and the use of verticals in these key locations creates a great image.